Welcome to Hardcore Garage. I don't even know what day we're on anymore. That's crazy, isn't it? Well, I think 17. Are we on day 17? I think that's right. 17, 18. I don't know. I'll have it in the. I'll find out before I put it in the description. But anyway, I'm down here in the garage. Really still not a whole lot going on. I'm waiting for some little O-rings for my fuel lines so I can finish the assembly on the Slime Times motor. But I realized I never have really done a walk around on the 64, so what better day than a Wednesday to do a walk around? Let's check it out. All right, this is a 1964 Dynamic 88 made by Oldsmobile, which is a GM product. It is a lot like the Impalas. Has a little ridge there on the top edge you can see going through here. From the bottom of the roof line right here up, everything is identical to an Impala. It has the lines here that simulate a soft top. All the glass and seals are the same as an Impala. And that's about it. Everything inside or underneath is totally different. It's a really cool car. First time I seen it. You know, I like 64 Impalas, but it seems like everybody has one, so I didn't want one. When I seen this, I fell in love. And it's by no means a show piece. It needs a lot of stuff, but it is totally a functioning vehicle. Just about everything works in it. Does need a headliner. Got a little bit of wear and tear on both the seats, I imagine, maybe from years and years of folding the seat down. AM radio. It's an automatic. One thing is nice is you can roll the windows down and it's nice and open. That, you know, there's no pillar there whenever the window goes down. Also has little tiny window cranks there that fold the wing windows in, which is pretty cool. Underdash aftermarket AC, which does work and is really super cold. One thing that is neat about these vehicles is, if you notice, to the far right is reverse, and then it's low, super, and drive. Super was like, had different shift points. It shifts kind of hard when you put it into there. I always thought it was second, but it isn't. It stands for super. We do have air ride on this little gauge down here. I don't know what kind of air is in here right now, but I think you guys have seen this anyway. Oh yeah, not much. Back always raises quite a bit more than the front because of the weight issues. Let's look under the hood. This does have a 394 two-barrel. I believe they only made this engine 3 years. I want to say 63, 64, and 65 in these vehicles. So it is super hard to find parts for it. It isn't a bad motor. It does need some work. Overheats when just sitting around idling, but if you're just driving around to and fro and stop and turn it off, you're usually fine. What I've learned is the back cylinders, the coolant passages through there usually get clogged up, and I don't know if that's something that can be fixed without pulling the engine, because they suggested knocking out the rear freeze plugs and cleaning everything out of there, putting them back in. I do not know if that's possible. Especially without removing the exhaust manifolds down there, which is going to be a pain, and broken bolts, I am sure. Radiator was recently rebuilt, but needs to be done again. I have no idea. It just kind of came apart. If you guys can see down in there, the fins are coming apart on this end. I had to put a piece of wood down in there to keep it together. But yeah, so that's the engine. Let's look in the trunk. This is my first air ride system. I don't know a whole lot about them, just learning. I would like to neaten this up and make everything brass in there instead of the whatever iron pipe that is. But it has one pump, compressor, I guess you call that. Not necessarily I guess it's an air pump, so whatever. And then your valves there to make it go down and up. Just a really simple system. I'd like to improve it. when I can. Bigger tank, nether pump. The trunk in here is fairly nice. There's really no rust or anything in this thing. The cardboard pieces are all missing, but do got a little rust here on the back side. What an ugly color this thing was when it was brand new. Now, all of the paint is factory on here, but the stripes are only about 3 years old, I want to say. And my buddy Aaron Lynch, it's an amazing painter. I know you've seen some of my other videos about him. He's the one that did this and made it look like it's been on there for 50 years. What a heck of a guy he is, and a very, very talented young man. You guys should check him out. Lynch Concepts, the Reality Factory. I don't know if there's enough air to get full lift, but let's see how high we can get it. Just under 120 pounds there in the front. And that evens us out at about 100 in the front and back. I think it will still lift a little bit higher than that, but I'd like to be able to get one tank of air that would lift the whole thing at least once. If you guys got any suggestions for me, if you can hear me over that loud ass pump, it's one thing I don't like about air. But I understand. So anyway, this is what we got, guys. Let's drop her down one time and call it a day. Y'all keep on trucking.